Here's the question I got asked this morning. How do I turn off LinkedIn read receipts? Now, it's a great question, and it's only a piece of the scenario, because there's another piece of LinkedIn that aligns with read alerts that you need to know about. It's called active status. Active status and read receipts. Let me show you active status first, and then I'll show you read receipts, and I'll show you how to manage both of them, and I'll give you my opinion of how you should use these. So first of all, if I go look at my buddy Kevin D. Turner, right there he is. So Kevin has active status enabled, and what active status tells you is one of two things. First of all, if it's a green ring like that, that says that Kevin has LinkedIn on his mobile device, and he gets mobile alerts on his device. LinkedIn mobile alerts. That's what that means. If it's a green circle with no dot, full circle, that tells me that Kevin is on his computer looking at a web browser page and looking at LinkedIn. That's what that means. So active on LinkedIn or getting mobile alerts. Both of those are important to know. If Kevin's active on LinkedIn, that could be very useful to me, because I may be able to message him immediately, I may be able to engage with him immediately, and I may get a response. If it's the green ring, that is equally important, because again, maybe I message him and he cares enough about LinkedIn and our engagement for him to get that alert on his cell phone and for him to respond back to me. Active status. How do you manage it? You go to settings and privacy. You go over here and you click on visibility. Under visibility of your LinkedIn activity, right down here, here's manage active status. You can enable active status for no one, only your connections, or all LinkedIn members. For me, I prefer all LinkedIn members. I have systems in place and processes in place for me to manage the engagement and the messaging I get from LinkedIn, that this does not negatively influence me in any way, but better than that, it shows that I am actively involved and willing to participate with those whom are important to me. All right, let's go talk about read receipts. Read receipts are in LinkedIn messaging. If I go to LinkedIn messaging, actually notice in LinkedIn messaging that I have the green ring. Do I have any green? I have a green circle. Reva's actually on LinkedIn right now. But as far as in the context of read receipts, Reva does not have read receipts turned on. How do I know that? Because there's no icon down here that says that she's read it. But if I go look at my buddy Kevin, let's go look at Rebecca instead of Kevin, because Kevin does not have read receipts turned on. But Rebecca, i.e. my boss, business partner, wife, she has read receipts enabled. And how do I know that? Because there is her picture down below. It tells me that she saw this message on November 17th at 3:32 p.m. So I can see that right there. Read receipts. And by the way, read receipts would also give this ability, and that is for Rebecca to see when I am typing, because it's actually a duo purpose. It's read receipts and typing indicator. So if I'm typing a message to her, or she's typing a message to me, if she has read receipts turned on, then we can each other see when the other person is typing, which is great for LinkedIn messaging or any social messaging. That way I wait for a moment for her to finish typing, and then I can respond back to her and not walk all over the messaging. How do you manage LinkedIn read receipts and typing indicator? Again, go to settings and privacy. Go to data privacy. Down under messaging experience, read receipts and typing indicators. It's important to read this, because what this says is when messaging a connection who has it enabled, both of you will be able to see each other as typing and when the message is read. Bottom line here is, if I'm messaging someone who does not have read receipts on, I can't see when they read it. I can't see when they're typing, and they can't see when I read it or when I'm typing. We both have to have read receipts enabled for it to work between us in that messaging. Now, my recommendation, turn on active status for all LinkedIn members, at the very least for your LinkedIn connections. And secondly, turn on read receipts. It makes all the engagement much richer when you know someone is available or not available, and when you know when they're typing and or when they read your message. Don't think of it as nefarious activity. Think of it as a better experience when you have it all enabled.